4 ingredients. 4. But oh so decadent results. Creme brulee is a classic for a reason, and our next guest is going to try to convince me and you it's surprisingly easy to make at home. Cake artist Betheny Tomseth says it's her absolute favorite dessert, even more than cake?
Yes, even more than cake.
What?
I know, so embarrassing to say that.
Funny.
But it's just so rich and decadent, and like even in the wintertime, it's warm and chilly, and oh, I love it.
And I'm still cracking up that the talented caker that you are. We're coming to the table. But I'm glad we're talking creme brulee for a couple of reasons. One, it always feels special, right? Even if you're at a restaurant. And I feel quite kitchen confident, I should, right? After all these years here learning from experts like you. But this is one that still feels out of reach.
It feels super intimidating.
Yeah.
But it's so simple. The ingredients are simple. The method's pretty simple. So anybody could do it, and you can look like a rock star in the kitchen.
Help me do that, sister. Where do we start?
All right, we're gonna start with our eggs. It's eggs, cream, vanilla, and sugar, and that's it. So get good quality eggs, get good quality cream, and good quality vanilla. So we're starting with 9 eggs, and we're gonna heat up our heavy cream, which I already have heating up, and we're gonna infuse it. The reason we want it heated up is because we want to infuse that vanilla flavor in there. I'm gonna show you. So this is also really fancy.
Have it warm before you add the vanilla. You're using real vanilla.
Yes, I'm using real vanilla. So all you do is you take a little paring knife, you go straight down. This is really fun to do, actually. And you open up that pod.
Some of us might have a different definition of fun, but
it is so fun.
This feels fancy in its own right.
And then you just take the knife and you just scrape it, and you get that like gold, that flavor gold right there. I know,
it's
amazing.
Satisfying.
So that goes in there. I put like a tablespoon of some good Mexican vanilla, because the vanilla really makes this stand out as like a high-end, high-flavor dessert.
Okay.
So you're gonna let that infuse for about, maybe 5 minutes.
Do we want it to boil?
You do not want it to boil. You do not want it to scald. And so after this is nice and warm and all infused.
Do we need the sugar? Yes.
Yep. Sugar goes into the eggs, actually. So that's half a cup of sugar in those eggs.
Okay.
You're gonna quickly.
Can you tell I'm invested? I really want to pull this off.
So easy. Okay, there you go. You want to kind of whip them till they're a little lighter in color, but that's good. And the other reason why we want this heated up is so it'll melt the sugar in the eggs. Okay. So we want to go real easy with this. Okay. We're going to do maybe like half a cup at first while you're whisking.
I was going to sous chef that moment, but I'm just going to step back. No.
Here, actually, I'll have you do that because I'm going to pour this in.
Now I've guilted you into it.
There you go.
Okay,
do it while you're whisking it. We've got some vanilla in there.
Yep.
And then you've tempered it. So then you're going to do the rest.
Kind of. It's not cooking the eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Temper, temper, temper. And then there's a technique that we'll do right after this, so that you don't have to worry about your eggs scrambling. Even if they kind of get a little bit cooked.
Turtly, yeah.
Yeah, we will show you what to do. Okay, that is your batter. That is it. So easy. Okay, now this is a cool technique that I found works really well for me. Okay, I've got my 4-cup measurement. And I've got a sieve somewhere right here. I'm gonna put that sieve here, and this sieve is gonna catch any eggs that might have overcooked.
Smart. I'm
it's
just gonna
catch.
Yes. Okay,
I would love that. Okay, and then you're just gonna pour that right in there.
So if the eggs did start to texturize at all, there they are.
And if you get a little bit of that bark from the vanilla, that's fine too. See, it catches all of that.
Yep.
Okay. And then the next step,
you can tell she's a pro because she's cleaning the surface as she goes. This is our kitchen, not yours. You can just splatter.
I tell you what, that has saved my cooking.
Your sanity?
Yes, saved my sanity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like it in the pour spout. Okay. Because it's really easy to fill these ramekins right here. These are 8-ounce ramekins, but you can use 6-ounce. This whole recipe will be good for a 6-ounce.
And the 9 by 13 because we're doing a water bath?
Yep, absolutely. Okay, easy peasy. And then once these are all filled, whoops.
Add some water, and then what are our baking instructions?
Okay, I have a kettle on hand. Baking instructions are 325 for about 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yep. And then you're just gonna pour the water all in here. I forgot to fill that up.
Oh.
But you're gonna pour the water all in there. I like the gooseneck because I put this in the oven first, and then I pour the water in.
Feel it.
And it helps me stay safe and not get water all over me.
Okay, so they'll come out just texturized. We have about 30 seconds. Walk us through the finish.
There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
There's your finished one.
As we do-si-do around the kitchen.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
I do love this dessert.
And then we're gonna put a little bit of sugar on it.
I mean, my favorite dessert personally is a Betheny Tomseth cake, but second to that might be this creme brulee.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's your sugar. You want kind of a thicker layer.
Here's the fun part.
And then a cute little hand torch. So when these are done, you're gonna let them cool, and then you're gonna put them in the fridge for about 6 hours at least. I like to do them overnight, so I like to prep it the day before, which really helps on the day of any kind of gathering or party or date. And then look at that, and then you can garnish it with some really beautiful fruits.
Yeah, I love how you've done the fruit and the edible flowers.
Oh,
it's gorgeous,
it's
Bethany.
So impressive.
Thank you. We can do this at home. Where can we get more from you, sister?
Bethany Cakes on my Instagram.
Bethany Cakes. Be sure to give her a follow. She'll be one of your new faves. Thank you so much for empowering us. We appreciate it.